Yes. So obviously, because this is a little complex, I'm going to leave it a little bit up to you, you know, and then, you know, just I'll see how it goes. We'll go from there. But if you know, if you have any, obviously, you know, if you have any questions when they come up, bring them up.
Okay. I think it's pretty straightforward now, though.
Okay.
And one of the things that we have been working with is, you know, the connection. She tends to want to be a little crooked this way, so Ann always has us, you know, be careful about that.
Okay.
And
Crooked. This when you mean
like she tilts her head kind of this way a little bit.
twists her,
So-
her head just,
yeah,
or
like
also her
almost
neck?
up at the pole.
Okay, mostly
And
up
so-
high.
Yes,
Yeah.
we want to keep, you know,
Just stretched out.
yeah, stretched out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she did do this thing, and you'll probably see it sometimes, where she kind of would snatch the bit. Once she makes the connection, she stretches out and snatches the bit.
Yeah.
But she's gotten so much better about that now.
Okay.
And the reason she's better is we switched her from a double to a single. We have not been able to find a double combo of bits that makes this horse happy. We put her in the Verbindend and she is happy. And we
Okay.
put her in a snaffle and she seems to do really well. And it was surprising to me because I thought, you know, she would not be good in the snaffle alone, but
Yeah.
she is
Better.
maneuverable. She is, you can round her, she can do everything, and she isn't freezing. Like she would hold her pole and freeze. And we had the bit fitter out, we had Florence out, and she fit her in this bit in another Weymouth, but she just is not happy in a double. She doesn't have a lot of room in her mouth. She has a big fat tongue.
It may be that. Yeah. Right.
And we just switched her into this and she seems to relax. And the first time I rode her in it, she was just so maneuverable, and she wasn't half as spooky either.
No, that's-
So,
yeah,
because
so-
she was very, very spooky,
Okay.
especially when she was in pain from the SI joint. She was
Yeah.
extraordinarily spooky. She would see a gum wrapper on the ground and she would spook, and Anne would cross her leg and she would blow up and go.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what that is.
Yeah.
The flighty Arabian thing. And now she's super calm.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Trying to.
Good upper body, Nancy. It looks nice and straight, but it doesn't look like frozen, you know. So it's, yeah, posture is good. And leg line there is pretty good too. If if you don't need, much leg, if you could get the foot a little bit straighter and the heel down a little more, that would be better yet, you just think of that 2-point business where on the upstroke, when you're up right there, let your hamstring stretch out, stretch that hamstring out as you're warming up. Yeah, you just keep, just stretching from the hip down. That's all, loosening, stretching, that's all. maybe sometimes just a little bit more bend in this direction, because sometimes,
Okay.
yeah, it looks a little bit stiffer, but no big deal. But. Okay.
Pretty good for her.
Yeah, looks. I mean, if you didn't, I don't see any spook or anything, and it looks very calm. So, it all looks good, even so on. Maybe a little bit stiffer one way, but nothing, particularly noticeable. Now, at some point, will you be able to pick her up and ride her more in the uphill frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
When
I mean, I'm not rushing you. I'm just
when
asking.
I sit, I can do a little bit more.
Yeah, but no, I'm not rushing, but just, So now what's next?
Sitting trot,
Okay.
get her going, and maybe a little canter, then a little lateral work.
Okay, after the canter, you mean, or?
Yeah, I usually just do a little bit of canter,
Okay.
like a lateral.
Yeah. All right.
It might be just because Karen and I both ride.
Yeah. So that, just as a reference point, the neck is still a little long, but that's still way better, That's way more uphill and, you're going in the right direction. Yeah. So I would say that once it's warmed up pretty good, you feel you trust it, then I would try now to go into a little more, bring the neck up more,
Okay.
and try to go into get the base up a little bit higher. I mean, you got to do it gradually. We don't want to make her hollow, but I think what I don't want to do is stay out so long for too long where the back's going to start to get all really stiff again. I want to try to bring it up so that I did a little warm up with a longer shape, but now I want to try to bring the base of the neck up and get a little. That's better. See, get a little more compression, and then maybe even do some transitions. I can take even frequent breaks by doing transitions, but I would now. I think it's time. It looks to me, everything looks like in good place, and from what you told me, I think it's time now to bring her up into a little more sort of traditional shape.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, you could do, you could use simple transitions, and so on, but try to bring it uphill, that's all. Yeah, that would be much better, Nancy. Yeah, if we can start trying to come up there, and if she'll stay light, but she'll stay uphill like that, and then you know the next thing would be more lateral work and so on. But I would think first would be just maybe some simple transitioning like that, but trying to show her this new shape. You know, stay uphill.
She goes through half
Okay.
going on the other side.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And if it feels pretty good and you know you can stay in the uphill shape and you do a few longitudinal transitions, then you could go back and try like another session of lateral work. You know, but now this time in the more advanced shape. But I would say, to me, I would say it would be important now to go to the uphill shape. Yeah, see, don't let it sprawl out when you add a little more impulsion. Now it's like, don't sprawl out. And remember, when you come back, don't slow down so much. You're coming back to a shorter step, but don't just make it a change in tempo so much. Make it a change in length or short, the length or shorter of stride. Length or shortness of stride. Yeah, see, if you let it out, I would say now we can't let it out and just let the neck fall down. We've got to stay in the uphill shape. Yeah, hold on to it. Now don't let it sprawl out. If you open the stride up a little bit, up and steady, and then flexion in the pole. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that top line being a little more, supple. Better, yeah. Well, yeah, now watch, if you add a little impulsion, don't let her just lean down and get, strong and then lay down. I'd rather see a little less lengthening almost, but more uphill. Yeah. So maybe just a little bit of longitudinal work here, just some transitions or, the straightness, but work on the elevation. Then we'll do some lateral work again. But again, now trying to change the shape. Bring the base of the neck up, get that telescoping neck uphill, and then, more suppleness in the back. Yeah, bump. But remember, if you go and lengthen a little bit, try not to let the neck out. Now it's going to stay a little more up in a more uphill shape. See, a little more, like what you did that half halt there, more like that, yeah. A little bit of chewing the bit and the compression, yeah. And remember, if you go a little bit longer in the step, try not to let the rein out, And remember, Nancy, when you go to that little bit of that collected trot, see, don't slow down so much. Keep your going, it's the old thing, short to, long to, long to, long, you're keep that same tempo, but then work on the shape, overall longitudinal shape. So yeah, now if that's your tempo, that's a pretty good tempo. Now when you go short again, keep the beat to, stay right on the beat to, one, yeah. And then keep working. I would say it's important to keep working on the throughness now. So maybe go large and go to some full transitions like, trot walks, or even maybe a couple of trot halts, but try at least some trot walks where you're going to go and make a full transition. And now keep the compression in the neck shape, keep it uphill, and then just, 4 or 5 steps, and then trot again. But work now, just maybe 4 or 5 transitions, but see if you can get me a little more compression in the horse, a little more bunched up, more, elevation in the pole and softer in the neck. Not so, try to soften the neck up. That's better, yeah. Yeah, see now, when you move out in the trot, you're going to keep that, a little bit more of that compression. Don't let her just poke her nose out and sprawl out, yeah. So like maybe 3 more, but yeah. Compression. Use both reins, try to bring them into your back. Use a lot of thigh and work on the submission. That's a little better, yeah. That's the idea, though, yeah. So 2 more, and each time you're making it progressively just a little more, compression. I don't know what else to tell you, yeah. Yeah, keep the rhythm, yeah. Bump, 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 yeah. Yeah, and now keep the compression, yeah, keep the compression. Step up into the bridle, but don't stiffen your neck on me. Try to make the neck a little softer. 1 more, and then 4 or 5 the other way.
Okay.
Better, yeah. Yeah, that's right, that's a little better, yeah. Now diagonal, and then, like I said, 4 or 5 the other way. But, by the end of this, these 4 or 5, you want to see if you have, 1 more notch of compression. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So uphill and soften the pole, and then transition. So maybe another 1 or 2 through the walk, and then just for kicks, try to come all the way to the halt and see where we are. This is better though, Nancy. This is better. Yeah. So it's just doing your kind of yoga here and trying to get a little bit more, suppleness, flexibility in that horse. Yeah. So then, yeah, not too low, right. So 1 more walk transition. Yeah, submission. And now, now let's do maybe 3. Try to go all the way to the full halt. See what happens.
Okay. On a circle or?
No, go along the wall. So you'll have the wall there for some support. I just want to see what happens with the back end. Not bad. Better in the neck, Nancy. That's better, yeah. Right. Yeah, so push her up, keep her uphill, and then, you close your fingers, close your thigh, and you see, will she yield to that and stay softer and then compress. So, yeah. Whoa. Okay. All right. 2 more. Pretty good rhythm. That's better. Yeah, there, yeah. That was not better, yeah. Only thing there, she backed up out of it, but that was better. So go ahead, do a couple more because that was really useful. But don't go too big now and get strung out. Yeah, stay a bit more collected, yeah. Because now we're working more on the bunching it up, yeah. Okay. Just 1 or 2 more, because that last one was pretty good. The neck got much softer, Yeah, so now uphill, keep it soft. You push her into your hand, but you get the compression, the yielding, and then whoa. Okay. 1 more. Yeah, stay uphill, stay up, say, come on, flexing your pole, chew the bit, flexing the pole. Yeah, right, don't fight me. Yeah, try to get it supple. Yeah, you're just working on just getting it more and more supple longitudinally. And then again, when you're ready, boom, halt. All right. All right, okay, so now maybe a little breather, and then let's go to the lateral. So I would say, to me, when I'm looking at it now, especially, knowing what you told me about the rehab being pretty much complete and so forth, I would say that it's important now to go to the finish the shape. The shape, the collection shape. Get the pole up, try to finish that shape.
Yeah, she's just able to do this, I feel like, because, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to do that a little bit, and then she
It-
kind of grabbed the bit and completely stiffen.
Yeah.
But now she's starting to be a little more flexible.
Yeah, so then I would say little by little, start adding that into the repertoire. I don't, sometimes I don't like to wait too long, and then I end up getting stiff again in the back,
Yeah.
Especially if I know the horse has something like an SI thing. I need to make the lower back flexible and stronger, I don't want to let it get, just too stiff. I don't know how else to put it, So then, when you gather up, try to stay gathered up and just do a little sample of the lateral work, a couple things each way, and then we'll take another break and then we'll try the canter. But every time, on now, when I gather the reins, hopefully, that's it, right. Then she'll be more flexible, she'll come into the round shape and gather, easier and easier. Yeah, and now I just want to get a nice bend, but again, don't get too slow. Yeah, you want to you're kind of giving that deep tissue massage. You want to work her muscles, work the stiffness out of them. One more. Pretty good. And then now cross the diagonal and 2 or 3 on the right hand. Yeah, that's right. See, a little more up. Yeah, you keep uphill, and you think, okay, come on, chew the bit, flexing the pole a little bit, and then you work on the body. Yeah, bend the body. Okay, 2 more. Yeah, watch it doesn't go faster and then fall apart. Yeah, get strung out. Right.
That's a little bit of her MO. She gets tired.
Yeah. Okay. So finish this one, and then get a few good strides. Then give her another break again. Okay. So give her a tiny break, and then maybe do haunches in each way or so, and then we'll do the canter. See that's,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get her not to jig.
Huh?
Have a nice walk.
And that,
Kayak.
and that was better in the neck too. You know, when you do that, you know, she gets a little softer in the whole thing, you know. Otherwise, she gets that, keeps that neck just a tad stiff. You can come in here.
Good girl.
Well, we were walking, and she tried to run you over.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, you know, maybe 1 or 2 haunches in each way. But again, try for the elevation. Yeah. Bend is good. Yeah. One more. That's better in the shape, yeah. And a little bend. Yeah. Try to watch when you slide that left leg back. Don't let the right hip, you know, push your right foot forward. Okay, cross the diagonal and then 2 travers left. All of that is a little bit better in the compression, yeah. Okay? That's it. That's it. Yeah, good. Okay? And now a little bend. Good. Pretty good, yeah. I like them much better when you get it more toward that shape, yeah. Good.
Yeah, I can feel her coming up more.
Can you? Okay, good. One more. Travers. Okay. Now straight, no more lateral work, but just try to go for your maximum uphill shape. See what you can get. Just for a minute, then we'll take a break. But just try for it. I want to see how good you can make it, you know. Can we get her up, make her supple in the back? Yeah, have a reasonable amount of impulsion, but not driving through your hands, but just being respectful, but staying up, like nice up and, you know, a more advanced shape. Up, and then chew the bit, flexible in the pole. Yeah, not too fast. That's it. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right. Good enough. Okay. Yeah. Break. So I would definitely say.
I can feel her that last time. The Honda, I can feel her start to come up a little more.
Good. Good. Yeah.
I can't really get it up and hold it there as well.
Yeah.
I know what you're after.
Yeah. So I would just say, we need to just start putting that into the workout. You know, a little warm up, fine, and then start now in the uphill shape. All right. So a little break, and then let me see what the canter looks like.
Okay. I sometimes think her canter feels better than her trot.
The canter, she was sneezed. What canter? What?
Feels better than her trot.
Okay. Well, that.
I can feel like she doesn't stiffen as much.
Well, you know, the canter, just because of the mechanics, right? The biomechanics, the canter is easier to swing those haunches under, you know, because that's the nature of that gait. The trot is more horizontal, you know, unless you're doing half steps or something. It's very difficult, you know what I mean, to get the haunches to sink down. Whereas in the canter, every single stride is like a rocking horse, you know, you're getting that undulation and the swing under. So, you know, it's funny because, you know, that, I always forget her name, the woman who won the Olympics on that Chicaner mare. She has 3 names.
Nicole Upall?
No, just recently, the last one.
Oh, right. Yeah,
She-
I know what you're talking
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I
And
can't
then
remember her name.
she says that they work their horses very often. They often work in the canter first because she feels it's much easier to get the horses to engage the haunches in the canter. And she's right, you know, that's true. You know, sometimes, now that's much better next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's doing herself and she's
Yeah.
not focusing on me.
Yeah,
That's
see,
perfect.
yeah, you need to start right. You go there and you'll be able to get to that quicker now, yeah. All right.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So, now, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was cool. That was what we want.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, so that's all right, yeah, just keep it going. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's actually a little bit better. Yeah, see, that had a little more swing. I know that's a little faster, but it was a little more impulsion helped, you know, the flexibility in the back, in the hindquarters.
Again this way?
Yeah, do one more that way, and then we'll go the other way. Yeah. And every now in between, Nancy, then try to find that nice trot again with the elevation and the softness in the neck. And same thing in the canter, you know. I'm going to try to keep the ears up and make her have that nice, you know, magic carpet ride in the back. That nice swing in the back. Yeah, uphill and then fluid. Yeah. And you know, when she leans down and grabs, then you know she's trying to stiffen and, you know, and not use her hind end properly. That's see that, hang in there like that. Yeah, wait a second like that. Yeah, until you get the yielding in the pole like that, and then the little more looseness in the back. Better. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Yeah, and that's not very bad. That's pretty good in the neck shape right from the get-go there. Yeah, it was a little more uphill and steady. That's it. That was much better. Much better. Yeah. So do another one. More compression. Yeah. Don't strike off from that. See, that's a little too long in the neck and strung out. So get it softer like that and then make your strike off. So it's a bit more uphill. You know? Yeah, submission, right. Yeah, that's where I want to do those, brace my back and almost use those half halts, Better. And then eventually try to watch those downward transitions don't falter. Okay. So then go ahead and take a little break. And then I want to try, I want to finish on just trying for that sort of like, let's go for our maximum elevation,
we can get that trot that we got right before the canter.
Exactly. Let's try to find that neck shape in that trot. Okay, give her a little, tiny break and then let's try.
It's weird, that's kind of what happened yesterday too. Like right towards the end, we got it, and then Karen got on it.
Yeah, I got on her and she was like, wow.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Good. So I would say definitely we want to work on that suppleness now, not only the lateral suppleness, but now that longitudinal suppleness that she can now pick the base of her neck up, carry herself into more uphill shape, and make her look like an effie high horse. All right, so let's go ahead, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I would say just go large, keep the pattern simple because you're really working more on the shape than anything else. Better. Yeah, up, up. And then a little push, you know, to sort of push her into the shaping hand, yeah. And now maybe like a 20-meter circle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, not too big. Yeah, right. Yeah, see, that's it, like that. Keep the rhythm, yeah, see, soften that neck up like that, yeah. We don't need a huge trot, right. Right, yeah, we're just trying to soften that neck up. Watch it, yeah, that's it, like that, Nancy. Every time you do that, that helps, yeah. Now go large, and but still keep doing that. Keep trying to, you know, close your fingers, a little compression. You know, literally you're going halfway to the halt, you know, you're going half halt. Try for a little more softening, that whole top line. And then cross the next diagonal and check the left side out. That's pretty close. Yeah, it's like, right, don't grab, yeah, you can't grab the rein, yeah, that's better, right. You got, yeah, if she does that, she just runs into your back, you know, and then your back, you know, tells her, no, I'm sorry, no give here, you gotta give in, no, yeah, no negotiation here, you gotta come around, soften, chew the bit, and stay in the uphill shape, and get softer in the top line. Yeah, a little more, yeah, try for just a tiny, tiny bit more compression. I know she's fighting it a little bit, but just try for it. Keep it uphill, and then just bring that nose in a little bit more if you can. Yeah, you just tell her, come on, you can do it, you can do it. Yeah, just get a little soft, spongy, chew the bit a little bit, you know. 20-meter circle now, yeah. Round, little compression. No, don't sprawl, yes, compression. Don't let it sprawl out. Push, 2, 3, 4. So you're driving a little bit, but you're also holding a little bit. You're capturing it, yeah. Don't let it just, you know, don't drive it right out the front end. Capture it. Yeah, capture, 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 yeah. Steady. That's it. That's it. When she nods a little bit like that, that's not a bad thing. Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah, maybe like 1, 2 more circles, and then we'll quit, yeah. Or just go ahead, keep trying to get her to nod like that, nod, yeah, say, come on, give in a little bit, nod, nod, you know, let go of the pole a little bit, yeah, and don't drive too hard, yeah. Rhythm, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, compression, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, rounder, uphill, don't run, yeah, balance, yeah, it's like, that's it, yes, right. Yeah, don't run through my reins. Yeah, let me help guide you a little bit. Yeah, 1 more circle. But she's going to try to take off a little bit on the, you know, the open space. Keep the compression now. Yeah, use your back. Rein into your back. Yeah. Balance. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, you know what I'm talking about there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just I think that's the next phase. You know. To, you know, do all the other things, keep her supple, make her go forward, make sure. But now, just start putting in a good session of the work. You know, working on that longitudinal softening. You know.
Yeah, I mean she's better and better every
Yeah.
time you're working. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And
Good.
I can see that moment of what we want.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
getting her there.
Yeah.
And she didn't have a walk like this where she could swing when she came. She just did not have, she couldn't swing herself through or under. It's been an amazing journey.
Good.
Just say that.
Yeah. Good.
And we've taken her up and started things, and then we had to back off because it irritated the joint. And now we think we've got enough muscle that it's not going to irritate
Sometimes, a lot of times in those rehab things, that's what you do. You know, you go forward, then you have to back up. You go forward and back. When my wife had this old horse, she's now retired, and But one of the reasons she got the horse was it had this old, it was a chronic suspensory. We knew it when we did the research. We found out. So, you know, but she had started working with it, and it worked a while, and it was sort of, it stayed sound, then it would go unsound for a while. So then we'd give it a little bit of rest, whatever, and then we'd bring it back. And we did that. It was a period of like over a year where I would say we went 4 times in and out. But each time we came back, he stayed with sounder longer,
Right.
and longer. And then then it was all of a sudden he was done, and he was like completely sound. Now he's retired, but he's even sound. I just saw him running in the field the other day, and he's still sound, you know. And he went all the way up to Grand Prix, you know. So,
Excellent.
you know, you can if you're careful with those kind of rehabs. You know, a lot of times you can have good success, you know. But I find it's, you know, to me, so much of it is contingent. It's just like I'm always saying, compare it to athletes' form. You know what I mean? If you've got it. The horses have to have good form. If they have sloppy form or they're going crooked, you're not going to fix anything. You're probably going to get worse. You know, like pitchers who throw with a bad motion, you know, and then they get a rotator cuff. You know, it's the same. I find it's the same thing with horses. Is that you've got to get them straight. You've got to bend them left and right. You've got to make them symmetrical. If you don't do that, you're playing with fire. You know, sooner or later, you know, you're probably going to have an injury. You know?
In her case,
This
the
horse, every day I came to leave, just how far she's come.
Yeah.
She's going.
well, the first thing that we found out is her vitamin E levels were so critical that her muscles weren't working properly when I got her. So that caused her muscles. She was stiff laterally and just couldn't use her muscles.
Yeah.
And once we got the vitamin E up, it helped, but she was, you know, it was already done
Yeah.
by that point.